Right now on Denver 7 News at 6 a.m. Colorado's website crippled by hackers. New this morning, what we're learning about the hackers' earlier threats and what the state is using as a workaround.
The Broncos are back in primetime tonight, and head coach Nathaniel Hackett believes the best is yet to come.
We haven't played our best football as a team. It's about putting it all together.
We're going step by step. What needs to be done to notch a win against the Colts?
And from Broncos to Bears, this guy caught on camera snooping through the trash. We have a reminder this morning from law enforcement to watch what you're keeping outside. Yeah, because the Bears will find it.
Yes.
And they're packing on all the
Yeah, my neighbor the other day said he had one in his garage, and he's just like, what am I going to do? There's a bear in my garage.
Step back. You let the bear have it.
Let it be. Yes.
Yeah.
You think the bear knows that? The bear's like, I'm gonna do my thing.
I'm good. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of food out there later today with the tailgating maybe for the Broncos.
Clean up,
in prime time. Yeah.
Yeah, get your orange on. Beautiful weather too. Take a look. Here is what we're expecting for the game. Temperatures should be here right around 72 degrees by about 4 o'clock. So great tailgating weather, plenty of sunshine right before the game starts as those stands are starting to fill up. Upper 60s close to 6, and then upper 50s near 60 by about 9 o'clock, and dry conditions. So a gorgeous night for some football. Here's a look at some of our highs for today. Anywhere from about mid upper 50s, near 60 for the mountains. Out across the plains, it's going to be more low 70s for us today. Upper 60s near Castle Rock and Parker. So a little warmer than what we saw yesterday. Definitely felt that feeling of fall in the air yesterday. Today, though, plenty of sunshine, and at this point, nice and clear. Fast forward to tomorrow morning. We'll talk more about this coming up, but we do have a cold front. It's going to bring our temps down, more cloud cover, and a chance for a few showers on Friday. Again, we'll talk more about that, but today we're focused on today and Broncos.
That's right. We are going to see, obviously, a lot of traffic in around the stadium today because it's going to be right at the heart of rush hour. We're going to see folks downtown. I'll be here this afternoon and let you know about all the traffic delays, even if you're not going to the game, how to get around downtown. The one crash we have is over here to the east side, right after Quebec. Take a look from the camera. This is the eastbound side of I-70. The truck here is involved. There's a car right behind the ambulance here, the fire truck, and so we do have that express lane blocked and traffic is bunched up in the area. Not huge delays, not worth an alternate route, maybe an extra minute or two. It's not even registering right now too much on the traffic map, so you're going to see some very slight delays this morning. You will have Harlan closed today, all day, starting at 7 o'clock, so in an hour from now, all day you will see Harlan closed. Sheridan's a great option. 270 is getting a little bit busier. Southside, nice and quiet for right now.
Thank you, Jason. We do want to get you updated on a horrible international story this morning. A mass shooting in Thailand, and it happened at a child care center. What we know right now, 24 children and 11 adults were killed in this. New video shows investigators blocking off that child care center with fences as parents wait outside, just horrified and grieving right now. The gunman was later identified as a former police officer. He drove away from the scene, still shooting from his car. He later arrived at home where he killed his wife and his child before killing himself. Investigators don't know what the motive was for this. Here in Colorado, the official state website is still offline this morning after a cyber attack. The state has set up a temporary site to help people get access to services. Other state government websites have also been targeted. We know that earlier this week, a Russian hacking group said it would attack Colorado's and other websites in connection to the growing tensions between Russia and NATO over the war in Ukraine.
Looking at our entire team, we haven't played our best football as a team in all three phases, whether it be defense, special teams, or offense. I think that there's still so much more to improve on. All the guys are getting used to each other, and that's just something that we're going to have to continue to grow, and the best football is still ahead.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
We hope Coach Hackett is right because we've seen flashes of a great team. They just haven't been able to put it all together. So hopefully they come out strong in prime time tonight.
Yeah, as we take a look outside, it's still dark at Empower Field, but later it'll be a sea of orange with the Colts in town for Thursday night football. You can watch that game right here on Denver 7. And it really is a critical game for the Broncos because they're facing an uphill battle. They've been trying to bring things together, really gel as a team here.
And they can get back to a winning record here. Denver 7 Sports Director Lionel Bienvenu breaks down our keys to victory.
Well, here we are, 5 games into the season, and the Broncos are facing a game they must win to stay relevant in the playoff race and to keep Broncos country from just blowing up. The Colts have the worst offense in the league. They average 14 points a game. They have 1 victory in 4 games. If they come in here and beat the Broncos at Mile High on national TV, prime time, I don't want to think about what might happen. So to make sure that doesn't happen, here's what the Broncos have to do to win. The keys to the game. First, let Russ cook. It's time to ride. Turn Russell Wilson loose. He's coming off his best game as a Bronco. Use a moving pocket, bootlegs, play action. If Coach Nate Hackett will just open things up, play calling with a sense of urgency, the Broncos will put up points. Second, don't quit trying to run the ball with Javonte Williams out for the season. Give it to Melvin Gordon. Forget the fumbles. He plays best with a chip on his shoulder, and boy, does he ever have something to prove right now. And look, he's going to be booed by the fans tonight, but let him use that to run the rock with passion and anger. But please, Melvin, please hold on to the ball. If the Broncos get over 100 yards rushing, that opens it up for Russ, and they will win this game. Third, get pressure on Colts quarterback Matt Ryan. Talk about fumbling. He's dropped the ball 9 times in the 4 games. And look, I know Randy Gregory's out, but Chubb and Browning and Bonito, this should be a feeding frenzy at the quarterback. Ryan's also thrown 5 picks in 4 games. So get to Ryan, and the Broncos will get another mark in the win column. Now, look, there are other keys to victory, and Broncos Insider Troy Rank has them all covered for you right now on Denver7.com. Log on and read all about it.
All right, thank you, Lionel. Well, Denver 7 is the only station in town broadcasting the game tonight. Our coverage kicks off right here at 5 p.m. Kickoff for the game is just after 6, and then our special post-game coverage immediately follows the game. ABC's Thursday night primetime premieres will air on our sister station, Local 3, starting with Station 19 at 7 p.m. This morning, a critical service is opening to support Denver's homeless when they're released from the hospital. The 98 apartments at the Renaissance Legacy Lofts and Stout Street Recuperative Care Facility will include medical care for physical and behavioral health conditions. And as we go deeper this morning, the Colorado Coalition for the Homeless wants to redevelop a hotel and restaurant property off I-25 in Globeville into income-restricted housing. Our partners at Business Den say the nonprofit is requesting the lots on Park Avenue West be rezoned up to 8 stories. Under the city's recently passed expanding housing affordability plan, the coalition would be able to build up to 12 stories if it's approved.
Well, it's that time of year again when we have to tell you to be aware of bears out there. Denver 7's Jessica Crawford is in Lone Tree this morning. And Jessica, it is trash day. As we can see behind you, some cans out, but a reminder to watch what you're leaving outside on the curb there.
Yes, they are after those picnic baskets. They are after that food anywhere that they can find them. And one of those places, yes, are the trash cans that we leave outside, like how here at Lone Tree, it's trash day. So what they're warning about is not to leave food in your trash cans. Also to, if you do have food in your trash cans, leave it in the garage because bears are eating a lot right now.
I definitely want to remind folks that bears are currently in hyperphagia. That's the time of year when they spend up to 20 hours a day trying to eat more than 20,000 calories to fatten up for winter, getting ready for hibernation.
Guys, 20,000 calories a day, that is a lot. This bear here was after those calories, and he was tranquilized and relocated from Littleton this weekend when it spent more than a day near Ken Carl and Kipling. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office sent us this video of another bear. It was going right for a deputy's trash can on the west side of the county. There was just kitty litter inside, though, not the food that the bear was after, so that bear moved on quickly. That wasn't the case, though, for this bear in Highlands Ranch Tuesday near MacArthur Ranch Road. It passed out in a tree after eating fermented apples. So what can you do to reduce your risk of coming face to face with a bear? Well, CPW has a ton of tips, and here are the big 3. Number 1, don't put your trash out until morning. Number 2, keep all your doors and windows locked. Bears, yes, they can get inside. And don't leave food or strong air fresheners in your car because they can get in there too. Now, if you do encounter a bear, back up, give it some space. There was a guy who is actually in Newcastle. He heard some sounds outside, so he went into his backyard. A bear confronted him and attacked him. that person is going to be okay. But really, that just goes to show you, Lisa, as it is getting colder out here, these bears, they're preparing for hibernation and they're hungry.
Yeah, they're getting ready. And likely in some of those cases, if they had a dog, that dog was going crazy too. Right now, take a look at your dog walking forecast here early this morning. We're going to be in the mid to upper 40s as you head out. Plenty of sunshine. Apparently, I needed to shorten AM. I had to shorten AM. It was a little too long for the graphic. By 5, we're going to be at around 72. Plenty of sunshine. Gorgeous day today. There will be a cold front rolling through tomorrow. I'm going to show you how it changes things up right before the weekend coming up.
There you go. No M needed. Right now we have a crash out to the east side of town. It's not going to slow you down too terribly much. They have still that express lane block, so some folks have been screaming in here to the express lane, slam on the brakes, get into that left lane, and then get around this crash. But again, it's eastbound I-70 over by Quebec. The rest of the drive gets getting heavier in some of those usual spots. We'll take a look at those drive times for you coming up.
Well, fall break is right around the corner. Maybe you're considering a staycation with your family. How Denver hotels stack up against other cities.
You remember, after speaking with a man named Russ Wilson, I have stumbled into a segment now where we speak with Coloradans who share names with famous people. Well, today it's an Aurora woman who has the same name as the tennis GOAT. We'll hear what she gets asked the most next.